Hey guys, for today's video we're going to be testing out Juvia's Palace? Juvia's Palace? Juvia's Place? Juvia's Place. Wow, I am so unprepared. I am really excited. Strangely enough, I've never seen a single review or video on this brand at all. I've seen people use it in Instagram tutorials, and I've kind of heard in videos like in passing that they like their palettes, they like the brand, but I've never tried it myself. I don't know anything about it. Like, I've just heard people say that they like it, but I've never actually seen reviews on it or anything like that. I have two palettes I'm going to be testing, and I have this one. This is the Saharan. It's so freaking gorgina. Look at those tones. Like, that's so pretty, right? So I'm going to be playing with this one, and then I also have the Saharan 2. This is actually my sister's. I ordered this for her, but she said I could use it, so I'm going to use it because she is the best. I have the blush palette, which is also my sister's, which I also have permission to use. This is actually the blush volume 2. Have these right here, and then I have a highlighter. This is the Nubian loose highlighter. Let me open this sucker up. I'm really into loose highlighters right now. I don't know why, I'm just like into them. Ooh, pretty. Can you see it? I'm not gonna lift it up, but you know, we'll get into it. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm testing out so you can kind of just get an idea of what this video is gonna be on. A Nubian 2, this retails for $20. By the way, I got these all on sale on Cyber Monday, I think. I can't remember, but I know I got them on sale for like $10, somewhere around there. They were like ridiculously affordable. This one right here, the Saharan, is 20 bucks. The blush palette, how much is this? This is 18 right here. And then the highlighter, strangely enough, I can't find the highlighter on Ulta anymore. They don't have it on the Ulta website. I know I bought it from Ulta because I bought all this stuff together, but I can't find it on Ulta.com. I don't know what the deal is with that. But you can still get it on the Juvia's website if you're interested. I just zoomed you guys in. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump in. I already have my face done. Are you guys proud of me? I actually came on here not looking ratchet. Oh, you know what? Let me put a little bit of my powder underneath my eyes. I already baked my concealer today, but we're gonna bake a little bit more because I don't know if this has fallout or not, and if it does, I don't want my face to be looking like a hot ass mess, you know, with shadow all down in. So this is the Kat Von D one. Just do a little like. Now I'm taking my paint pot from MAC. I like soft ochre. I know a lot of people like painterly, but the reason I'm a fan of soft ochre is because I have really dark circles. I know you guys have seen the darkness around my eyes. It's actually hereditary. One of my sisters and one of my brothers both have it as well. I think it's just the Middle Eastern in me because my dad also has the really dark under eye circles. I even had them when I was a kid, and it just is what it is. So I like this yellow base because it helps it helps cancel and counteract the darkness. I have tried painterly and it just doesn't do enough for me, so I really like soft ochre. Okay, so I'm gonna take my E40 from Sigma. I'm gonna start with this palette first. This is the Saharan, and I'm gonna start with this first because it has a really nice light brown, perfect for the transition. So we're gonna start with this one right here. There's a little bit of kick up. It's not that bad. I don't really care if there's fallout. I don't care about anything like that because it doesn't mean shit. Like, it's going on your eye as long as it blends and it's pigmented and it looks good. I don't care about all that other stuff. So I'm just gonna use this for my transition shade. That's a nice color. It's nice and pigmented. It's going on really nicely. Nice, light, warm transition. Wow, that just blended so effortlessly. There was like no work into that whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the Juvia's? Can I not speak today? I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the Juvia's 2 palette, and I'm gonna take this shade down here. It's like a really pretty burnt orange. right up my alley. I'm gonna take this with the Sigma E38. This is just a little bit of a smaller version of the E40. God, this color just like brings me so much joy. I want this to be really blown out, so I'm keeping this pretty high. Not exactly where my eye folds, but above that fold in the eye, but still underneath the first transition, so I can see that gradient. I think I do more windshield wiper when I'm going in with my first shade, but when I'm blending the deeper shades into the transition, I like to do little circular motions. Just feel like everything blends so much better. Oh my god, that looks beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with my E40. I'm gonna take that first shade because I lost a little bit of it. I'm just gonna do like a kiss. I'm not doing this to blend out the orange. The orange blended beautifully. I just lost a little bit of that transition when I went in with the orange, so I'm just doing a little bit more. And that's perfect, just like that. Let's do, what do I wanna do next? You guys, these warm shades down here are just really speaking to me on a whole nother level, but I kind of want to dip into this as well. I had to zoom you guys out a little. You guys, my camera is so frustrating. If I'm too close zoomed in, it won't focus. Like, it just won't stay focused. So I had to zoom you out a little. I need to get a new camera. They're just so expensive. So one day I will get a new camera. For right now, this is what I have to do. So I'm gonna go in with this shade and this shade down here. I am dying to use this. This is like a hot pinkish, fiery, red orangey shade. That's probably the best way I can describe it. And then this is a little more of a warmer orange. I'm dying to use this, but I also want to use this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix these two together. This is my E25. I'm gonna do this and a little dab of that. Let's just do like equal parts. I don't know how this is gonna look, but we're gonna try. Like, we're gonna see what happens. I've been really into doing this lately, packing and then blending, because my eyelids are so dry right now. My skin is just dry. This is something new for me. I don't know what to do because I don't have any products geared towards dry skin. I do like in my freelance kit, but those are for my clients, so I'm not gonna use that stuff in my kit. I noticed that when I go in and just straight blend, it kind of grabs in weird ways, like the shadow. And it's not because of my primer or anything, it's because of my skin, because my eyelids are just, like, they're doing me wrong lately. What's been really helping me a lot is kind of just packing on and then blending it out, and that's been working really well for me lately. Hopefully I can get my shit under control. I can't. Okay, that's really nice, you guys. $20 palettes, are you freaking kidding me? These are really nice so far. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done with this for now. It does have a black. I don't use a lot of black. If I ever use black shadow, I usually use it as a liner if I want something a little bit softer. So I'll come back to this a little bit later on when I want to play with the shimmers. I'm gonna go ahead back into this palette and I'm gonna take this beautiful shade. This looks like a really nice mulberry. This is my BH brush V20. This is from the vegan line. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into this. I'm gonna look straight into my mirror and I'm just gonna build this in that crease. Today I'm really going for that beautiful, warm, delicious, incredible, smoky, blown out look. Take my E40, just gonna do a light little blend. I'm gonna take this one right here. This is in the shade Kia. I'm so sorry, I haven't even been telling you the shade names. I didn't even realize. I haven't even been saying the shade names, but I've been pointing to them, so hopefully that helps. So I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is in the shade Kia. I'm taking this brush from Morphe. This is a 210. It's like a little, basically like a tiny flat shader brush. I'm gonna take this to pack on the outer V. Definitely has fallout, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me that much. I'm gonna take this shade next, actually. I was gonna use this in the front, but I'm gonna use this in the center of my lid. Oh my god, I swatched this in my haul video. This is truly stunning. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this name. Wodabi? I think that's how you say that. This is a Morphe M167. By the way, I have been testing out the Morphe brushes that I got and I really like them so far. I actually really like Morphe's flat brushes. I think they're really great and inexpensive. I've used these on myself, my clients. I've washed them a ton of times and they've still held up. The blending brushes, however, I stand by what I said. I'm not a fan of their blending brushes at all. They don't last, except for this one from the Rose Gold line. and this one from the rose gold line. And I don't know if it's just because I haven't used it a ton, but this is the R40 and this is the R39, and I've only washed these like maybe 2 or 3 times. This one is starting to fray a tiny bit, but it's a natural haired brush, so it's not that big of a deal because my E25 has definitely frayed over the years. I've had that brush for like probably 5 or 6 years and it's still going strong. I don't think I've used them enough to let you know 100%, but I do like them so far. I don't think I ever mentioned that to you guys. And I told you I would update you, so there's your update. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna put this in the center of the lid. This reminds me so much of an Inglot pigment that I have that was like 22 bucks. I would pay $20 for this color. That is so beautiful. This whole palette was 20 bucks. Like, what? Blend these two together. These aren't even like shimmers. These are more like pressed pigments. They're so intense. At least the 2 that I've used so far. I cannot get over how beautiful these are. I wasn't intending to go like blue-green, but apparently that's what I'm doing. I didn't want to use the warm shades because that's something I would typically do. That's really pretty. Let's just swatch this one. Let's do this. Yeah, these have to be pressed pigments. They're so intense. Oh my God. That's so pretty, that blue in the center. I don't know if I want to use that or if I want to use this one. I'm going to do this one. I really want to do this one. So I'm going to take this one next. This is in the shade Iman. I'm going to take this with a little baby brush. This is a Morphe M213. This is going to get up in that inner part of the lid. That is beautiful. I'm just going to take my little BH brush. There's nothing on here. I'm just gonna run this through the crease just to kind of diffuse any harsh lines. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera. I'm gonna apply my lashes. I will come back. We will do the lower lash line, we'll do blush, and we'll do highlight. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I have lashes on. These are the Cocoa Lashes in 5th Ave. I forgot how much I truly love these lashes because they're kind of flirty-ish, like they're long, they're kind of spiky, not too spiky, separated. You can see the eye makeup. These are on their last leg, like these are about to die. This is probably gonna be the last time I get to use them. I probably worn them like 20 times already. But can we talk about this look though? I noticed when I did my other eye, I actually did it in my other room with my light behind me instead of in front of me. Sometimes these studio lights wash things out. It looks good for the video, but for me in person, it's just a little harder to see because things are so bright. So when I actually get ready, like, and do my makeup while I'm not filming, I get ready with a ring light behind me, which makes a huge difference. It's like I can just see everything versus the light being directly on me from the front. I noticed that the mattes in the palette build up so beautifully. You have a lot of buildability. Is that a word? They kind of remind me of MAC shadows. If you guys are familiar with their shadows, they kind of remind me of those where you can go in and just do a light wash of color, or you can make them as intense as you want them. You have a lot of work with these when it comes to blending. So I really like that. I do like a pigmented shadow as well, but they're not like Anastasia shadows where it's like you do one tap and that's it. Like, it's gonna be intense from the beginning. This color looks super intense in the pan. It looks like a deep, rich mulberry shade. You can build it up to that color, but if you want it to be like a lighter, nice just wash of like a light reddish pink almost, you can do that as well. So I do like that. I also did notice that with this shade on the outer V, I applied this with my finger on this end and it did go on a little more intensely versus with the brush, but this shade I used with the brush and with my finger and they kind of applied the same. So I noticed that as well. We're gonna go ahead and do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this shade right here. This is a E17. I'm just gonna run this on the lower lash line. This is a M432 and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm gonna go back in with my E17. I'm gonna take just a dab of this dark brown. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all three. Let's do that. Fuck it. Just gonna kind of diffuse that harsh line, but I also want it to be really smoky on the lower lash line, so I'm gonna bring this like way the fuck down. For the highlight shade, I'm gonna go in with this one. This is in the Saharan 2. It's this really pretty icy shade. I'm just gonna go right under the arch of the brow. I feel extra pale today because I don't have blush on, and these shades are probably not something I would gravitate towards. I could see this being better for maybe like medium deeper skin tone, and they're also a little pinky for me. So I think what I'm gonna do is try, I don't know, because I don't really like any of them, to be honest. These are just not my tones, but I think I'm gonna try this. It's probably gonna be too dark, but maybe I can lighten it up with this. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's a little intense. I was gonna say, I'm wondering if their blushes are the same, where they go on lightly and you can build them up. Actually, I don't hate that. I didn't think I was gonna like this. It's very pretty. Let's put it that way. Very pretty, just not really my tone. But I'm gonna take this duo fiber brush and I wanna try this one right here. This kind of reminds me of a blush topper. Like, at least that's what I would use it for. So I don't know if it's really gonna do much, but just make it a little bit lighter. I mean, it's pretty, it's just not my tone, but it is pretty. This is what it looks like. I'll go ahead and insert swatches of the blushes as well. I don't think blush swatches really do blush justice like eyeshadow swatches do, but I'll go ahead and insert it just so you guys can check it out. Let's go ahead and move on to the highlight. This is something I'm very excited for. This is the Nefertiti Loose highlighter. It's pretty. I think this is just a little too dark for me right now since I am so fair, but it's really pretty. I could see this being beautiful for deeper skin tones. Oh man, it is really pretty. Wow, it's really pretty actually. This actually kind of reminds me of the Maybelline Molten Gold, but in a loose formula. I love that highlighter, but I just can't use it in the wintertime because it's too gold for me. If I ever do use it in the winter, I usually mix it in with something a little bit lighter to make it a little more wearable. But yeah, that's pretty. I'll go ahead and get a little bit closer so you guys can see, hopefully. The camera's picking it up. I really like this look. I'm really feeling it. You guys let me know below what you think about this look, what you think about what I came up with, what you think about this line, if you've used this line, these palettes. I'm gonna go ahead and insert swatches of the palettes just so you guys can see what everything looks swatched out. So far, so good. I really love the palettes. I think I used a decent amount in both of the palettes. The mattes are lovely, really beautiful. They're buildable. They blend like a freaking cream. They blend so nice. I even don't hate the blush. It's growing on me. Not really my tones, but you know, if you like these tones, go ahead and check it out. Super affordable, really nice. All in all, really good experience. I've just been having a lot of good experiences lately. Usually I feel like I don't like a lot of stuff that I review, or just shit doesn't work out for me, but I've been having some good ass luck. If you guys have been watching my videos, like, I'm a nitpicking ass bitch and I really liked everything. Let me know what you think of this line if you've tried this line before, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Leave me comments in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe before you go and hit the notification bell. I said hit the notification bell. This is the thumbs up sign. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Give me a big old thumbs up. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! It's really pretty. It's, oh shit. That looks beautiful. Ow, ow, oh my god, my feet are asleep. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, fuck me. Doing just, what the fuck am I trying to say? I look so scary. Can we like angle down a little more so I look skinny? Thank you so much. Here, but that's something I'm, oh fuck. Christmas tree, get in here, honey.